Welcome back. Today is Thursday, September 28th. I'm back at the boat. It's going to be a real windy day today, so I'm going to do some sailing, and I'll take some video of that sailing for you. And then tomorrow, I got a big project planned. I'm going to be replacing the freshwater hoses in the boat. They're 30 years old, and in some of the past episodes, you might have heard me refer to fixing a leak, things like that, and I have been chasing at least 3 or 4 leaks around this boat, most of them in the engine compartment, where, again, it's potable water, but some of the hoses run through the engine compartment, which is where the freshwater pump is. Some I've had to trim off near the connections, and I'm really running out of hose to be able to stretch it to some of the devices, some of these splitters. So I've ordered some new hose, and I'm going to be first. I'm going to tear out all the old hose, at least all that looks pretty bad. And I'm going to be taking the freshwater pump home this winter. I'll be taking that apart and checking the impeller, just refurbishing it. Because I think it's about 8 years old. It was put in when I first bought the boat, so it's time to tear that apart and check it out. And then after I get all the hoses out, I'm going to clean all the areas. A lot of that runs through the under the settees down in those bilge areas. So I'm going to take as much out of there as I can. Definitely all the hose. There is some wiring that runs through there that I may not be able to take out just because of it may be too difficult to take it out and rerun it. And a lot of that wiring is fairly new. Clean out those bilge areas, and then I'm going to paint it. So that won't all get done this trip, but at least I want to be able to empty things out, pull out the hose, and maybe on another day, I plan to be here a few days, so maybe on another day I can get started doing some of the painting. So that's what's in store. Enjoy the sailing videos, and I'll get back to you later when I get this project started. Thanks a lot. Have a great day. Good morning. Well, today is Friday. Today is the day I was going to start pulling hose out and start painting the bilge. As you can see, I was all set up at the end of yesterday. Unfortunately, had a little bit of a mishap. I got stung by a yellow jacket while I was sailing. I was just finishing sailing yesterday, coming back to the marina, and I came down below just to get some water, and as I was going back up, I reached up at the top of the companionway just to steady myself, and I didn't see it, but there was a yellow jacket right there, and I mean, it was a big one. I've never seen it. It was almost 2 inches long, and at first, when I put my hand there, I thought I got a splinter in my hand, and because man, did it hurt. And I pulled it out, and then I saw the yellow jacket drop to the floor, and it was still alive, and it flew off, so I didn't kill it. But I've never seen a yellow jacket that big. In fact, I even Googled it to make sure it was a yellow jacket, but it was some variety of yellow jacket. I guess there's a lot of different kinds. But that stung me in the palm of the hand. And maybe you can see that on the camera, I don't know. But man, I tell you, I can't remember when I've had so much pain. I was icing it. I took ibuprofen. I took Tylenol, and icing helped. But after a while, even the icing didn't help. I had some ice here, and this was going on for hours. I thought, well, okay, it's going to hurt for about an hour. This happened at about 2 p.m., and I finally fell asleep about 11 p.m. when the pain started to subside. So, in fact, I was thinking to myself, okay, when was the last time I injured myself? I mean, I've been lucky. I broke fingers and toes and stuff like that, but I've been lucky. I've never broken any major bones, never been in a major car accident. And I thought, you know what, I can't remember the last time I had that much pain. And, you know, everybody who owns a boat, you know, you cut yourself on the boat, you slice yourself on little hose clamps all the time. I know I usually come back from every trip to the boat, I count them like one laceration per day. I didn't get any lacerations this time, but I got a bee sting. So all I can say is be really vigilant, because some of these bees, boy, do they inflict a lot of pain. I don't think I'm a wuss. Maybe I sound like I'm being a wuss, but, you know, that hurt. And it hurt for that's the thing, it hurt for hours. So anyway, enough about that. Today, it is actually feeling a lot better, but my hand is, it's kind of itchy now. And, you know, I don't want to run the risk of getting this infected. So I'm going to put off cleaning the bilges. The last thing I think I need to do is be yanking on hoses that are grimy and things like that. Plus, you know, my hand's still generally just a little sore. It's not throbbing pain, but it's sore. So I'm gonna give it a rest, and I'll just have to do this on another day. So sorry, folks, but as you can see, I had everything ready. This was going to be a really good project video, but it's still coming up. Probably be the next trip to the boat. It's getting to the point where it'll be time to winterize. I'll definitely get a few more days in sailing into October. But gradually, I'll probably just decommission the water system as I start pulling hoses out. And I don't drink the water anyway. I bring bottled water to the boat, so I'll just assume that, you know, any water I need, I'll just fill up some other jugs for washing and things like that. Okay, well, sorry about that, but we'll catch you on the next video. You have a great day.